Hello world! So today we're going to talk about crate training. But not only are we going to talk about crate training, we're going to talk about how to set up crate training. So we're going to be looking at play because we want our crate training to be as positive for the dog as possible. Here we go. Hey everyone, this is Martin Wright from Argos Dog Training here in Boston, and today I have Rudy with me. Hi Rudy. Rudy is about a 17-week-old puppy, yes. She has attended my puppy kindergarten class, both for young puppies, 8 weeks to 13 weeks, 12 weeks, and for older puppies, which is 13 to 20 weeks old. She's 17 weeks now, so she is in that older class, yes. Rudy's owner is extremely motivated to train his dog. And that's a wonderful thing. He's done a lot of work with her, but today we're going to be talking about food games. We're going to be talking about how we use food games to teach the dog things like crate training, for example. But there'll be other examples as well as we go through. All right, so first thing I want to do, the first game I'm going to play with her is a simple game. It's the yes game. It goes, yes, get the treat. Give it to the puppy. This is basically just to establish with the puppy, yes. Then when I say yes, I am going to get a treat and give it to her. I want to make sure my hands are still when I do this. Yes, get the treat, give it to the puppy. Good girl. Yes. You can see she's looking at me, she's paying attention. Her owner plays this game with her a lot, right? Yes. Another thing I want to start to do is send her away from me. So I have my treat. And with a young puppy this age, I need to kind of throw it on the ground. I kind of got to roll it along. I'm waiting here for her because maybe after she sniffs around, she might come back and say hi. But if it takes too long, if I'm waiting too long, I could go, yes, and then I could get my treat and I could give it to her. Yes, I could get my treat and this time I will toss it. Good girl. Yes, now she looked at me, she came back to me right after the toss. So I'm rewarding her for coming back to me. Yes, with that yes, and another toss. We like movement, puppies like movement a lot. Good girl, yes. Puppies like movement a lot, so this game is really gonna build bonding. It's gonna let her have fun with me. Those things are important. At the same time, we're going in and out, so we could start to work on recall, can't we? So I wait for her. Yes, I toss my treat. And then I go. And she comes running back. Excellent, good girl. Good job. Nothing in my hands. Yes, I get my treat. I toss it, and then I go, hey, and she comes running back. Good girl. Excellent. We're going to go back to this. Yes, got the treat, toss. Go here. I want to make sure that I never lie to the puppy, so I always have food in the hand whenever I do that. Good girl. Now she's running, she's moving well. I'm going to open this. Now this dog has had crate training before, and her owner takes it to the extreme level. I expect when I open this, she's just gonna run in the crate and she's not gonna care. But let's see what happens. 17 weeks old. Okay, so she didn't run in the crate. This is great. This is what most people will see with their dogs, right? So I have a treat and I'm gonna do this. Toss the treat that way. Some dogs, I'll do this for days before I ever start tossing the treat in the crate. I'll lure them, I'll get them spinning, I'll get food for that. Recall them, give them food for that. Take the food, toss it down here again. Oh, two went. Not ideal, not perfect. And then eventually I take this treat and I go, woo, right in there. That one fell through. I drop a couple more in, no problem. I don't care if she comes out. Right, when she comes out, I go, woo, and I throw it that way. I grab the treat, I drop behind it. Good girl, yes, good job. And I throw the treat in, even though I said yes when she was in there, and I put yes, and I put the treat in the crate. Yes. Yes. Okay, good girl. Okay, yes. Hey. I want to make sure she's running away too, right? Excellent, good girl. Very good. Yes. So she's already connected that. She wants to be in that crate now, right? You can make a pull like that with your dog to their crate, just like that, just by practicing these same exercises. Good girl. Excellent. Good. So let's talk about her coming out and when she could come out and when she could go in. She doesn't know this yet, at least with me. She probably does with her owner. But I want to give her a word that means now it's time for you to go in your crate, right? And I want to give her a word, keeping the same energy that means that you can come out, right? So my word for come out is, okay, yes, good girl. I toss my treat down there. And then I use the word load up. Load up, yes. And then I drop that one. Good. Load up. Yes. And then I want to get here, right? So now I could block. If she tries to come out, I could block her and make her go back in, right? I usually will say, if she's going to come out, oh, you stay in there. Good. Good girl. Yes. I usually say, you stay in there. That's important. Because later, if I keep using the exact same word from across the room, yes, I can say, you stay in there, and she associates, she knows what that means. When I want her to come out, I go, okay, good job, little one, good job, yes. Good girl, ready, load up, yes. Right, so now she's been established, understand that yes means food. Yes, I'm ready to block. Here comes the food. Good girl. Yes. Yes. Oh, you stay in there, sweetie. Good, good girl. Oh, you stay in there, sweetie. Good girl. Yes. 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 Okay. This is normal too, you guys. A dog, when we tell them a couple times, no, you stay in there, and they start to learn that that means food, there will be a little hiccup where they don't want to come out when you tell them, okay, they can come out. It's become such a wonderful spot for her that even though she knows she can come out, she's like, why would I? Right? It's really nice in there. Yes, good girl. So I throw my treat. She's thinking that's a game. She's thinking I'm trying to trick her, right? And I don't want her to think that. Good girl, very good. So what I did there is I went to a lower position. Go ahead and find it. You can find it. I went to a lower position in order to encourage her more to come out. So we have to do more coming out because I don't want her to get stuck in there. I want her to be able to come out just as easy as she gets in there when I ask her to. I want to make sure that she comes out when I ask her to as well, right? So that's very important. Ready? Yes. And we toss the treat. A lot of the play with puppies at this age, I want to do it when they're moving. I want to keep the game exciting when they're moving. Yes. And then I toss the treat. So that's pretty good. Next stage for crate training is having the puppy go in and closing the crate door, right? So I'm going to give her the same thing I always do. I'm going to get close. I'm going to go load up. Boom. Yes. She's relaxed. This could take days. Now, sometimes you will have to close the crate door before the puppy's ready for it, but this could take days in order to make it so that way you could have the crate door open and your pup knows to stay in. You should be able to move around the room. You should be able to do other work and your pup should still stay in the crate, right? So that could take days. And then I want to close the crate door, right? So what I do, yes, and food. Yes, and food. Yes, and food. And at the same time, I open the crate. And there's no food when the crate door is open, right? So now I start to stop rewarding the puppy for being in the crate when the crate door is open, and I start to only reward the puppy for being in the crate when the crate door is closed. And that's gonna make it so that way she wants me to close the door. This behavior is already highly reinforced. Getting in the crate, staying there with the door open, that's already, I mean, there's still work that can be done. You know, we can still entice her to come out and tell her, no, you gotta stay in there, until she realizes she should just stay in there all the time, regardless of distraction. But at the same time, this is a good time to start with, I close the door before I say yes. Yes, that's the precursor to me saying yes, right? So she starts to learn that as, no, I want to see happen. Yes, the door closed. And then we get into walking away. Yes, maybe 2 days later, we're walking away. Yes, that kind of thing. Now, the times when you have to put the puppy in the crate anyway, because they just have to be in there and you can't be watching them, just put them in. That is fine. That is fine. If you have to put the puppy in the crate anyway, just put them in, even if they cry or whatever. As long as you're doing activities like this with them, you're going to be burning their mental energy and their physical energy. So the crying in the crate is going to be a lot less. Also, the fact that you're doing this training with them is also giving them good association with the crate at the same time. Yes. So even if there's a time when they might associate negative, I want to be free and run around and eat things off the floor when mom and dad are working, you can't do that. It's negative. I can't do the things I want to do, but it's still a little bit positive because the association of this. Yes. Good girl. Okay. Good girl. I can practice recalling her out of the crate too, because once again, the precursor to the recall is me saying okay, right? So pretty soon she's gonna associate, Mark says okay, then recall, and then I get rewarded, right? So in time I'll just have to say okay, and then she's gonna be like, that's enough for like a recall coming out of the crate, that's what I basically want her to do. The other thing is that as we go into other training with her, okay always means you're free. So other things will help her to generalize this concept of okay. Good girl. Good job. My idea with crate training is I want to make it a positive experience for the dog. I understand naturally it is not a positive experience for a dog to be put in a crate and the door closed. I find it necessary for dogs and for owners as an experience that they need to go through together. I find it very necessary because we have to teach dogs the concept of separation. We have to teach dogs that the pack, the family breaks apart, and then we're going to come back together later. That's pretty unnatural for dogs, but in order to live in our human world, they have to have a good understanding of that and to become okay with it, to actually like it. That's the goal. The goal is to take something that the dog naturally does not love and make it into something that they naturally do love. Or I guess it's not natural at that point. Something that we created love for it with the dog. Right? And that exercise of doing that is very important, in my opinion, for dog owners. You know, that is one of the main reasons why crate training is so important. Just to take the exercise of something that a dog naturally does not like and make it so they do. If you like what you see here today, then definitely subscribe to Argos Online, the support group. Good place to be. Other than that, you know what to do. Go ahead and do the thing. If you don't want to do the thing, don't do the thing, but hit the bell. Come on. Until next time, help the channel out. Enjoy your dog. Hello world, I was just watching the first draft of the Rudy crate training video, and I just thought to myself that some of you guys, as you're practicing, you might want some feedback. Things might not go as smoothly as they went with Rudy. You might want some, some feedback on that. If you do, you could head to Argos Online. That's at argostraining.com. Look for the tab Argos Online. I have a support group there where you can upload videos and you will get responses from me in that group, along with other members of our support group. So if you'd like to do that, definitely just head over there, argostraining.com, and I look forward to seeing you there.